Artistry is, to me, ultimately about vulnerability and empathy and heart. You know, Jocelyn writes with a great deal of heart. Trust your partner and trust the material, trust your director, trust your instrument, and then get out of your way.
The key to any creative vision is just being really intentional and specific. Once you visualize it and it's aligned with your heart, then I feel like the right people will find the project. And that's exactly how Butterfly came to be. It's important to send your material to everyone you can all the time. Like, you should be making calls every week, every day. It never sleeps. Your dream never sleeps. It's kind of a, no pun, I guess, dreams don't sleep. It's an interesting one.
You made me believe that things that were not possible were possible. Like, I was like, there's no way we're going to find someone in Berkeley to give us a laundromat for free. Like, that was just not going to happen. And it happened.
But it was nice to have something that was so intimate and personal.
Collectively, when women get together and the empowerment that we have, it is unstoppable. Thank you for the platform and giving us a voice to have this conversation, because many times short films are seen, but we're not seen.
The tone of ChatGPT is overly self-assured sophomore at Harvard, is overly confident, but not necessarily right.
What AI does is it looks for differences. That's the entire way it works. The bias is in the use of the tool.
Think about in your filmmaking journey, what are some of the gaps you're having? And then to ask yourself, is there a way that some of these AI tools can help me to fill those gaps?
AI itself does not hold the copyright. You made it, you published it, you own the copyright.
Content moderation tools based on AI are going to be way better at mitigating bias than content moderation tools that are literally underpaid people.
We need to hold the giant corporations in their lane. In their lane, they do amazing things for us. When they get out of their lane and profit rules over ethics, that's a terrible thing.
I don't think we're going to be able to stop malicious actors from using this, but I think the big companies who are giving it out to everybody else, it's important for those companies to be held accountable.
The Hollywood Commission on Eliminating Sexual Harassment.
We had 4 pillars. We wanted to make sure we did outreach and education. We wanted to establish the rules and the guidelines. We wanted to find how we can do intervention through legislation. And we also wanted to really build bridges with other organizations. This is not just a moment in time, it must be a movement. And we need to lift each other up and know that it takes a village, and we are that village. To change systemic issues takes years and years. And when everybody said, oh my God, it's so great, now we've exposed it, it's going to stop. And I thought, oh, no, the work has just begun. We're acknowledging power dynamics. You know, that was something that was not really acknowledged before. So that in itself is an important shift. We have to use our voices. And it hurts me when I see people being treated unfairly. They were complicit in the act by standing silent. There are clearly great men in our industry who are actually stepping forward. Ryan Murphy is a perfect example. He created the HAF Foundation, and now it's mandated on every set that he works on. It will always be 50-50, 50% men and 50% women. As Gina Davis says, you have to see it to be it. I want to see the power and the greatness of who we are, regardless of our ages. Our ages are just how many years we've been on the planet. It has nothing to do with our humanity in terms of who we are and how we participate.
A mystical being that was, I mean, she was beyond her time. She was a very deep spirit. You just have to find new ways to get your story out there, you know, for someone to pay attention. Like, never stop believing is how our mom lived her life.
But she worked with Sam and Patty for the first year. So she gave her blessing. She worked on the script for the pilot. She knew the direction that the show was going to go, and she made sure that everything was lined up for Yvette and I to take over.
How we all have gone through our own story.
And everyone did.
Oh, you're the great granddaughters of George Hodel. And we're like, no, we're Fauna Hodel's daughters. We know that, George definitely is not Mom's father.
That's part of our story that's coming out, right? We know now. 6 weeks after we lost her, we were on set at the Warner Brothers studio lot for so much of the filming, and we're a part of the creative process. Raise it. And yes, and you're all powerful humans.